The Honest Poor Boy and the Rich Man's Lesson. A poor boy was polishing a man's shoes. The rich man, without paying him, suddenly called for a taxi and walked toward it as he left. He forgot a plastic bag full of money. The poor boy picked up the bag and upon looking inside saw a lot of money and a note with an address written on it. The boy decided to go to the rich man's house. He knocked on the door and the man's daughter opened it. She asked, "Who are you?" The boy asked about her father, but the girl replied, "My father isn't home," and started to close the door. The poor boy quickly showed her a photo and asked, "Is this you and your father?" The girl snatched the photo and said, "Yes, that's my dad." Meanwhile, the rich man was watching all this from the window. The poor boy handed the bag of money to the girl and said, "Your father forgot this. Please give it to him." The girl said, "You can go now. I'll give it to him myself," and went inside. She started counting the money. Just then her father came and asked, "Who was at the door?" She replied, "Just some boy, but he left." The man asked, "Are you hiding something from me?" The girl said, "No, Papa, I'm not hiding anything." The man quietly walked away, feeling disappointed by his daughter's behavior. Later, the man decided to find the poor boy. He saw him sitting sadly in the park. The boy had forgotten his shoe polishing box there. The kind man brought the box to him and said, "This is yours." The poor boy smiled with joy, hugged the man, and thanked him. The man said, "My daughter didn't tell me that you came to return the money." The poor boy replied, "Why didn't she tell you?" The man said, "Let's make a plan to teach her the difference between right and wrong." The boy agreed, and they went back together. When they reached the house, the girl opened the door and saw a government officer and a policeman standing there. They said, "There's a complaint against you. We've come to take you in. Where is your father?" The girl panicked. "I haven't done anything. Why are you taking me?" Just then the kind man and the poor boy arrived. The girl ran to her father. The man asked the officer what happened. The officer said, "There's a report that she stole some money." The man said, "You must be mistaken. My daughter could never do such a thing." The girl said, "Wait, Pop, I'll be right back." She went inside, brought the money, and handed it to the officer. The man said it was my daughter's mistake. Please forgive her. The officer replied, "All right, I'll let her go because of you," and left the man, hugged his daughter. She cried and said, "I made a mistake. Papa, please forgive me. You'll never do it again." She then placed her hand on the poor boy's shoulder and said, "He gave me the money to return to you, but I didn't. Please forgive me." The kind man brought both his daughter and the poor boy inside the house, holding his daughter's hand. He said, "I knew the boy had returned the money and you didn't tell me. I made this plan to teach you the difference between right and wrong. So you understand what's good and what's bad?" The daughter said tearfully, "Papa, please forgive me." Her father hugged her lovingly. This story teaches us that we should always live with honesty and truthfulness. Honesty keeps us away from problems and pain in life.